Hey everyone, Murph16 here from server 962 again. Today is not going to be as exciting as a video, but I think it's something that's very important, especially if you are in an alliance, and if you're not, you definitely should be in an alliance. But today what I'm going to talk about is just alliance tech donations and upgrades and why it's important. And I think a big reason why, if anybody is in leadership in any alliance, you're R4 and above, you're really, these donations mean a lot. And they not only help you as an individual player, but also just the entire alliance. And the big reason why, for example, is, for example, in my alliance, we have 96 members. And if I look to today in the alliance member, the alliance tech rankings, I bet a lot of people in my side of my alliance have not donated anything at all, especially at the bottom there. So we have 16 people that haven't did any donations today, and there's been 5 that haven't done any donations all week. Okay, so let's just talk about what that looks like and what is alliance techs. Okay, so you can find this if you hit your alliance button in the bottom right when you're in your base menu, and go to the alliance techs on the right side, underneath members and above strength rankings. And in here you'll see 2 different trees. We have development. Right, so starting from the top, you have your auto rally, we have quick construction, great helper, quick gathering. We have some more ones, resource and more resource dependent type of, with just output, just updating your output to get more faster. Then you have your quick research, senior scientist, and then you have your protections, which if you're not a huge PvP alliance, it's not as important, but it is still important. And then you have your crafting down here. Now on the war side, these are some very important ones as well. Troop load, quick training, expert trainer. And then we also have the drill ground expansion, which is probably one of the most important ones. So what this does, guys, is this right here does exactly what these techs do. It's very similar to like your tech, to your tech center upgrades, but this is on top of all of those, right? And this is something that we contribute to as an alliance. And it's very, very simple. And I don't really know how people don't donate, because for me, what got me hooked on this game is just clearing all those red bubbles, those red dots on my screen for things that are ready to be done every single day. So I really feel like the only way you don't do this consistently is by not playing every single day, which I think a lot of us are pretty addicted to this game. So let's talk about what some of the more important ones are. So I think this auto rally, it's important because it's the very first one. Everyone should activate it. It's only one of one. There's only one thing that you can do there. But in the development tree, the ones that are always going to help us the most is going to be like quick construction. So I think of this one right here as similar to your builder hut. It's helping you just get free speed reduced. So whenever you see, whenever you go click on a building, so say I want to click this upgrade this alliance center. The original time is, right here above upgrade. It's 2 days and 13 hours, 3 minutes and 27 seconds. But for me, with no other buffs on, is 1 day, 7 hours, 23 minutes and 32 seconds. And that's not only from my tech tree, but also from the alliance tech tree as well. Okay. And then, so on and so forth. So guys, the ones I would prioritize as an alliance, if you're an R4, R5, is of course going to be the quick construction, the great helpers. Those ones all help a lot. This one definitely does. This right here just helps reduce time every time someone asks for help. So of course everyone should do that, but you have to spread these out, especially whenever some of these are going through your upgrades. Once you've completed the full bar, you have to upgrade it, and it takes some time for it to upgrade. So you kind of just swap back and forth. So for us, the ones that we're currently working on is going to be crafting, because based on my previous videos, guys, that's something that's very important to gaining a lot of power as an alliance, especially at those lower to mid HQ levels. So that's something that we have us focusing on right now. So we have the quick crafting, which is faster gear crafting for all allies. My best advice to this one here, or example to this one, is when I was doing my original video on gear crafting and how long it takes to create one. For example, if I were to create this right here, you can see if I were to create another Thor, it'd be 1 day, 6 hours and 35 minutes. So about 30 hours. One of the people that commented on my first video. And by the way, thank you so much for all the views. There are almost 4,000 views on that video. Really, really appreciate it, guys. One guy said that it takes him like, it took him like a day and a half to create one piece, right? So I'm getting 6 hours faster of gear creation than he is. And I'm going to almost guarantee it's coming from my tech tree and then also our Alliance tech tree. So that's why it's important to really focus on that quick craft, the quick crafting. And then this expert blacksmith is important, but I don't think that it's that important, honestly. I kind of told our main team to kind of stay away from that one as well. It's just reduces the coin cost. So that's just the cost that is included in, right here it's 485,000. I think it used to be $500,000. So really, just reduce it 15K, and really 15,000 gold is so minimal now. I have 5.8 million just chilling, and I have hundreds of millions of coins sitting in my my inventory right now. But other than that, the veteran craftsman as well, so resource cost for building construction. This one is important because especially when you get into the further HQs and get to those higher levels, for example, I think HC High Colonic in our my Alliance, they recently just said that he spent 600 million iron, food, and 200 million coins today. And that was just on his tech center and some other minor upgrades. So that's just insane. So that's a great place to really focus depending on where you guys are at as an Alliance. Now, for the war side of things, this right here there's definitely gonna be some really important ones here. So first things first, I think quick training is super important. It's just going to make it faster for your training for everyone inside the Alliance. So you just have to kind of weave these in whenever you think it makes sense. And then also just the reduction of the cost of those training. I truly think that the speed is more important than the cost, especially at the lower to mid HQ levels. But once your Alliance gets more mature, you might want to just kind of go all in on the cost, because it does start getting very expensive for those higher level troops, 8, 9, 10. Then another one is going to be this troop load. So just increased troop load for allies. That one helps a ton, but also this one down here at the bottom, which is the drill ground expansion. I think this is probably the most important inside the Alliance tech tree. And it just increases your drill ground capacity. So for example, for us, we have 7 out of 10. And for some of you guys to look, I honestly don't know the difference, but for me, in each of my drill grounds, I'm a headquarter 22, all my drill grounds are maxed. I have 24,435 unit count. So I would imagine, I think it's pretty close to either 24,000 or even maybe 23,500. And we're all the way up to 24. And that does make a big difference, because, the more troops that you're able to take with you inside your drill grounds, the more power that you have whenever you're PvPing, the more troops that you can already have cooked up, and you don't have to sit there and wait for them to to train or get healed out of the hospital. You can just kind of replen and just go right back into battle. Now, some of the other things here that's important, guys, is some people just love this game because there's a lot of rankings to do. So if you want to check how competitive you are against your Alliance every single day, if you come into the Alliance tech tree, how I have here, you'll see tech donation today. I've done 5,500. So if I hit this little yellow trophy here, it'll show you where you rank at inside of your Alliance. Okay. For me today, I'm in 19th, so I'm a little far behind based on where I'm at. From a leadership perspective, I should probably be a little bit higher. And then for the week, I'm 8th, so not too bad. So there's a couple ways that you can donate, guys. It's pretty simple. You can literally just come in here, and whenever you have, you can only do a certain amount every single day. I think it creates one every 20 minutes. You can donate one. So pretty much every morning when you wake up, if you come in here, you'll probably have 30 out of 30. Just hold that button down, spam it. It can crit and get you extra donations. So it's not just doing the 50. It can get you even more. And you can see on this one right here, this is going to take us from minus 8% from it's going to give us another 2% reduction in crafting gear. That's going to be awesome. Now, of course, some people, as you can see, if we all just did the minimum donations every single day, it would make things a little bit faster. But especially during the events that we just had with like Christmas and Halloween, where we got all those free diamonds. If you feel like, a little generous and you want to donate more to really, if something's close to getting done, you can also donate with diamonds. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your diamonds and what not to do with your diamonds, but it does help. The only difference is, guys, is that comparative to a lot of the other things, like arms race, excuse me, obviously there's some pretty great rewards for, ranking in the top 3, especially the first place one. You get a free UR shard, decoration, and then some resources. For the Alliance Tech Tree, I think this is something that Last War should probably upgrade a little bit here, because the rankings, the rewards that you're getting are very minimal, right? So even if you're first place, all you're going to get daily is you're going to get 500 Alliance contribution points and 30 gems. And then weekly, you're going to get 2,500 and then 100 gems, which is really not that much. But at the end of the day, everything that you're doing is helping you. So it's kind of the reward in itself. But what I'm saying is that you don't need to go crazy here on donating with diamonds unless you just really are close to getting something done. But you can. And the way that works, guys, is that, I imagine, as you saw, it says you can just donate 2 diamonds. Well, the first time I do it, it's going to now double to 4, and then it goes all the way up to 50. So if I just keep hitting this button, once I get up to 50, 50 is the max. Then every single, after you get to 50, it doesn't go any higher than that, but you can keep donating at 50. I'm not going to continue to donate because for me, I just think it's personally a waste of diamonds. But now I just went from 5,500 up to 8,200, and now I'm in second place. So if you are competitive in that way, you definitely can do it that way. It really helps. And it just moved me up to 3rd from 8th there. So cool. And then it's just very important that if you are an R4 or an R5, that you're going into this tree every single day and just ensuring that once something has been created or something's been finished, so right now we're working on this quick crafting. Once this gets completed and we start to build it, to swap it to something else, right? So just kind of have a queue already in mind. So for me, I know that we're working on this quick crafting. So the next thing that we might do after quick crafting is either veteran craftsmanship, or we're going to go back to war and go back to drill ground expansion, which is what I think that we should do. We should just try to get this maxed out as fast as possible. The more troops is going to help you. So it's just because anytime you set something as the recommended, you get a plus 20% donation reward from everybody. So everyone should be donating to the quick crafting while this is active. Okay. And it just, like I said, guys, it just really helps your alliance and just kind of brings everyone into being a team player and helps you progress much, much faster. So again, I know this isn't the most exciting video. I'm not going to help you get more power, but this is going to help, I think, in the long run, get you more power more quickly because you're reducing the time it takes for everything, whether it's time, resources, or whatever it is, or if it's increasing those drill grounds to give you that more troops. So that could actually give you more power. But that's that from me today, guys. I always do like to show everyone that watches kind of where I'm at. I'm headquarter 22. I've been headquarter 22 for a little while now. For all of my heroes, I'm kind of gearing up for Wednesday night's reset for the hero day. But my first main squad right now is all tanks. Second squad is mostly tanks, but my third squad, what I'm going to be working on this Wednesday after I get Stetman up to 4-star, is getting all of my air crew up to at least 3 or 4 stars as well. I want to have a really strong air crew. And I'm at 53 million power as a headquarter 22. Over 26 million of that is from heroes, so on and so forth. So I like to just kind of give this as a little buffer. I feel like I'm a very strong level headquarter 22. And I think that, not rushing to get to those higher HQ levels is important, because it just kind of gives you that, spaces things out a little bit better for you. But that's all for me today, guys. Just want to give a shout out to my alliance, because this is really directed towards us. We want to be ensuring that we're all donating as much as we can, and it's free, right? Because we're talking 50 gold, and that's nothing compared to what we have to spend every single day on upgrades. So shout out to Honor, shout out to the R4 team here. It's very thankful for everyone that watches my videos. If you have any other video ideas, please drop them down in the comments. Like this, subscribe. It really, really helps me. And hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and look forward to some more videos coming forward. Bye-bye.